Okay, we'll do another one so we can catch that. But
Cool.
so basically we want to see how far this will push down. And Alicia has shown me something that's pretty good. So I can expect what I like to do after every week or every day or whatever. If I'm trying to get in a trade, I'll take my Fibonacci and put it on this last candle. And I want to mark out my golden zone. Have you ever done this before?
No, sir.
So this candle is a pretty strong candle, right? It's not like wicking out too bad at the bottom. I expect this to retrace into the golden zone, and I can take this sell back down, right? So I can put a short position here. And I can take it to equal lows. That's a 3 RR. If you drop down to the daily, this is what your trade parameters look like. And oh, by the way, if you see, there's an order block right here, right? So really, we wouldn't have to protect all the way up there to that golden zone. We could protect a little bit less, right? You understand that?
Right, because of the order block, because, okay.
So that gives us a 1 to 6 RR now. See, it's even better. So we expect this trade to come up, hit our order block, and come back down to at least equal lows.
And the only reason that's an order block is because that just makes you look at the candles way different. I mean, because
you know why it's an order block? It's
because
an order
it pushed
block
up.
because you got a green candle. Next,
and then you have a
red candle that broke structure.
Broke structure. Got it. That's the simplest way.
Simple.
Literally, I've been watching this order blocks for like 4 days.
Yeah. So
that's the simplest way.
And what you would like to see is this very next candle tap in. Every now and then they price gap like this and it doesn't tap in. But this one will go back. It'll probably tap in your order block and head back down. Now, remember I told you an order block was really the whole candle, right?
Right.
So using my strategy, you couldn't have gotten in this trade right here because the order block didn't go all the way here. But if you use wicks, you get right in the trade.
Oh, you would have got wicked in. Gotcha.
Yes. I don't worry about that. It all equals out, but I just want to show you that there are different ways to do it, right? It's all the same. It's just different ways to do it.
Right, because there's 3 types of order blocks. I
don't even worry about
that's just how you do it. Okay.
Yeah, gotcha. don't even worry about that. You're going to be wildly successful just doing this. Wildly successful, right? Just doing this. So right now, this was an order block, or order block, or order block.
Okay.
You wouldn't have got in any of these order blocks using my technique. Now,
because you use the body of the green of the order. So you use the body of the.
But I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you. At every day, I'm in New Mexico, so every day at 3 o'clock my time, probably 4 o'clock your time, right? The market closes, right? Every day I go and mark out the order blocks, right?
Oh, okay.
This is an NZD pair, so it takes it's an hour in between trading. So when the market starts, NZD is going to move. So I'll watch this trade. I'll watch it push up, and if it doesn't push up high enough, I'm going to go below it and put me a sell stop, right? Because I really want to get in this trade. And the reason why I really would have wanted to get in this trade is because on this weekly, it's telling me it's going, if you see the order block on the weekly, you're about to catch a lot of pips.
Right.
Bottom line, if you see a sell signal on the weekly or a buy signal on the weekly, you want to get in that trade. So what I would have done, what I did do is when that market opened that Sunday, I'll hop in the trade with a small lot size and I'll buy it because I know it's going to go up first, right? So
Okay.
you buy it up, and then once it gives you, like, let's say you're in this trade, you bought it up, you would see that price come down. Once your trade goes in red, then you hop in it for a sale with your real lot size, and you can cancel your buy order. So you'll be in this block. So whether it comes up or not, you're going to be in the trade. But I don't want to confuse you. You know what I'm saying? The best way for you to do it right now as a beginner is just box the trade out and then get ready to roll in the next iteration. What do you trade?
Lately I've been doing GBP odd. I think I'm GBP odd.
Okay, check this out.
And
Hold on. GBP AUD.
Yeah.
What do you see?
I see an order block.
Yeah, I'm skipping.
It's a red candle broke structure. And that's why I see the order block now. Yeah.
I'm wondering why. I think this is. That's awfully crazy. I have this marked as a stop hunt high. Let me look on the daily.
Okay.
Well, I'm good, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you don't understand, man. Like, oh my God, this trade right here is going to be amazing. You know why I say that? Damn, I got this thing labeled. I got this thing labeled. So, okay. I don't know how much you know about smart money concepts. There's a guy that I follow. His name is ICT.
Okay.
And he has this trading concept. It's about swing highs and swing lows. Okay. You know what a swing high is and a swing low?
The lowest low and the highest high?
No. So let me show you a swing high and a swing low. So you see the price move up?
Mm-hmm.
The high, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can put a, man, that's amazing that you said this. Man, God is so good.
He is.
Okay. This is a high right here, this green candle. It wicked through the price. Then it goes up, it makes a new high. Then it sails down and it pulls back up here. You see these highs right here?
Okay.
It's a high, higher high, lower high. So you know your market's going lower, right?
So a high, a higher high, and a lower high. Okay.
That's called a swing high. Right?
Oh, okay.
So this market comes up, same thing. You got a high, a higher high, lower
high. Okay.
This is another swing high. So once you see a swing high taken out, and then the price rejects, the market is going to go down. So when you get this rejection from this swing high, look how many pips you cut.
Right.
Then that's 391. You really caught more than that because the price came all the way down here. So over 400 pips, right?
Right.
All right. So now you see this high. Market comes back up from that. It comes up almost 400 pips. You get equal highs.
Go let your brother out. Okay.
And it cascades down. But what the interesting thing about this is, if you put a fib on this move, you put a fib from this move down to here, where did it retrace to?
The golden zone.
The golden zone. And then it continued this move. So really when it took out this swing high, you got probably 1,200 pips. So why am I even bringing that up? Because your boy, see this swing high right here?
It's a high.
Yeah.
So a swing high is a high, a low, a high, and a low. Wait, say it again.
So a high, a higher high, and then a lower high.
High, a higher high, and then a lower high. So then, okay, so the high will be that green. It will be the green, the candlesticks. I mean the wicks.
Right. You can
And
say
then you have the, okay, and then you have the high right there, and then a lower high.
Yeah.
Is right there. Okay.
So this is your swing high.
Okay.
The market takes your swing high out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Then it takes that shit out again. So I have a stop hunt high. This was a stop hunt high right here. Same thing, stop hunt high. You got the market is about to cascade. Now, how do we know that it's going to sell for a long time? We just showed you. Remember I told you, if you see, this is a sell signal on the weekly.
Right, because and this is stronger. Oh, okay.
We're about to get jiggy with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Man, you can't make this up. So here's the
I was thinking it was going to sell too, but
right. So here's the only thing that you have to worry that you need to worry about. This right here on the monthly is an order block. So even though this is the stop hunt high, you're only guaranteed because price is going to retrace. You're only guaranteed about 200, probably 275 pips. I know I say only, right? But that's how it is. You only get, you're only going to get, for sure, you're going to get like 200. I guess if we do this line right here, you're guaranteed about 275 pips. Now, it could push through that, but I don't believe it will. There's a couple of reasons I don't believe it will. It's because the British pound, they raised their interest rate last month, and that's why the price went. But more on that later. So what we want to do here, we want to mark this out, right? You want to mark this trade out. Hey, I'm on a Zoom call. Can I call you back? You can hop on Zoom if you want to. Okay. I'll call you back. Okay. All right. So if you mark this out, right? Price should come right back in here, but this is an example of one that this is one that I'm definitely going to watch. So this is also a bullish order block, and this is what I always try to tell my people to watch out for.
And it's a bullish order block because it's a red candle and then a green candle broke structure.
Yeah. So I expect for this, when the market stops, I want to see this pull back here, then go over here, and then push through here. Now, it's all cool that I have that bias, right? I'm biased like that, but I'm biased like that because on the higher time frame, I got the sell signal. So all this is going to be head and shoulders. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
So As soon as this thing pushes up here, I'm selling. Because I know that it's going to push down into this order block, right? It will at least push down into this order block right here. And then I got to see the reaction. It's either going to reject it or it's going to keep pushing through. I wouldn't be surprised if it rejected, but 275 is right here. That means it would push through that order block to get 275. Interesting. This would be a good one. But you see the concept?
Right. It makes more sense. I can't believe it.
You say you can't believe it?
Yeah. I've literally been watching order blocks for like 3 days.
Who did you watch?
Diamite, or it was on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll have to show you.
Yeah.
But so I mean, there are easier ones to look at, but the most important thing is always frame the market. And what do I mean by frame the market? You always want to find your high order block and your low order block in between your price. That's the most important thing. So I understand that my trades are going to happen in this area, right? They're not going to happen down here. They're not going to happen up here. Price is going to stay between these.
In the order block. Between order blocks.
Yeah. Then I go down. Then I drop down. So when I drop down, I got to do the same thing. And here's a new order block that says bearish. So now I understand that the trade is going to happen between here and here, right? You see how I got that?
Right.
So now I know it's going to be a sell trade. So I got to drop down to the daily. And the daily might confuse a lot of people if you just start at the daily, right? But since we started from the higher time frame, we know how price reacts off the daily. It might push back into it. It's going to come up here, and then the market is going to push down. I expect it to push right through this order block. Now,
because it's on the weekly.
Yeah. But I do want you to understand another thing. Just because I expect it to come up here and push down through this order block, it might bounce off the order block and keep going. So understand when price gets through here, you have to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean,
because that's a new order block that just formed on the day.
Yes. Okay. That's exactly what it is. And you know, it's not a big deal, but you just have to be cognizant of what's in the way. All we're doing is managing the trade.
Right.
But several things, especially the stop hunt. The stop hunt high really makes me think it's going to push through that. I wouldn't be surprised if it just kept pushing down. I don't, we'll have to see. But
and the stop hunt high was because you had a swing high and it broke where it went down and then came back up and
and
something like that.
I'm gonna give you I'm gonna let you listen to it for yourself for a minute, okay? What's my history?
Hush, honey.
Then I'll be diverting into like
you hear?
The thing you need to do is a click of a button.
Hold on.
The only thing you need to do is
I think it's a little bit further.
please study. So
okay, you ready?
So you need to practice to build your mental image of your strategy so that you can see it. And once your mind sees it, then you don't have no problem taking trades.
Nice, perfectly said. Now, what about 3 things on a price chart? What would you recommend somebody study?
So when it comes to ICT stuff, I would say steady. It's broad, depending on the kind of trader you are. I would say steady stop runs. Okay. Steady stop runs, and then steady the daily time frame. Spend your time studying stop runs and daily time frame. How price moves on the daily time frame. Everything you ever need is on the daily time frame and stop runs. Because once they do a stop run, that's it.
That's where the money is.
And can you explain like a stop run quickly for people?
Right. So if you have, let's say, a swing high or a swing low, and price goes below it, price goes above a swing high, and then rejects. So if you have a daily swing high and price goes above the daily swing high, and you see a rejection,
These are the daily
that's a
swing
stop
high.
run. So what happens after that? That's what you need to study on your daily time frame.
Okay, so everyone's been stopped out on the swing high.
Everyone, exactly.
Yeah. And so it's running the stops.
That's where the money is. So according to ICT, that's where the money is. So above a swing high and below a swing low, that's where the money is. So once they take the money, what they're going to do with it? They're going to run with it to a different direction.
Right. That's
So
where
once
the
they
run
take
comes
this
in.
money,
I've heard
they
stop
can run.
hunt before, and but not the run, which is good. That's running with it in a different direction.
So do you understand that?
Okay. So
No.
because
No, go ahead.
okay, so because they stopped everybody out with the swing highs.
Yeah, so everybody understand, like the professional traders or you know, people who've been trading a while, they understand that if they see this swing high, right? People with a lot of money. But
Right.
they see it, let's say you get on this chart and you get on this day right here. Right? You see this order block form right here, this red order block.
Right.
Since you know how to trade, you mark your order block out, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're a hedge fund guy or you're somebody with millions of dollars. You're not going to put your stop loss above this order block. You're putting your stop loss here because you know this is a swing high. So you put your stop loss right here.
Above the swing high. Okay.
Right? You're going to put your stop loss right here. You got $1 million to trade and you're going to take you a short position. Stop loss up here because you know ain't no way in hell they're going to wick you out from up here. So you're going to make all this money. Right? Market comes up.
But they made that because of the swing high.
Yeah. The market comes back up. You're a smart person. You're going to do the same thing. Oh, it worked last time. Oh, I'm going to put 2 million. Whoop, you get paid. Guess what? You're going to do it again. You'll get you a foot right here. Boom, boom. Oh, I ain't worried about it. Boom. Then they got your ass. They got you with this up move. That up move took out these highs. Now they can push the market down after they collected this guy's $2 or $3 million. He had $1 million over here. He had $2 million over here. Now he got $4 million that he put up, and they said, okay, thank you. So let me show you an example of one that we caught this week. Me and the squad. So if you look in this in the WhatsApp chat, I had been telling these jokers that I thought that that's what was going to happen. I want you to see this. I dropped this in the chat, right? And I said, I was showing them the same thing I just showed you. There's a swing high. They took that mug out right here.
Mhm.
The market collapsed. They got all them pips. Then they came right back. They took it out again. And look at this 1,100 pips. The market hit the bottom. Here's the swing low, right? Market comes up. They come down here. They took the damn lows out. They took it out. This move is a stop hunt low. We took out the swing low. Expect the market to explode up. Now I'm telling them this. This was my account the other day. So if you come down, where is it? And this is one of the girls, she was saying she agreed with what I was saying. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that analysis. I was explaining to them the concept in that video, right? I was explaining to them what to look for. I think one person took that trade. I think one person got in that EC trade.
Stop.
Okay, Mama.
So last night, I don't even see it in here.
Hold on. Okay, let me get you.
A hot dog.
Hold on. Right. 1 second. I'm just getting some juice. Here. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
But so you see what happened?
You said it was going to retest the order block.
Well, this is what happened yesterday or today, Friday. This is the Friday trading day. After they took out that low,
And it went up.
132 pips so far.
Wow.
Now, I have a take profit at 300 pips. You know, I'm gonna take partials at this high, but I really expect this market to come up at least to this line, like 440 pips. I at least expect it to come to the 200 moving average. I think that that was a beautiful trade. This is the swing low that they took out. And we watched it. Boom.
And that's a swing low because it's a low,
No.
a lower low, and a higher low, a lower low, and a higher low. It's like a head and shoulders, but not a head and shoulders.
Yeah. So once that happened, man, I knew. I was like, oh man, we about to get paid because it just so happened that I had listened to that video. You know what I'm saying? Like I listened to ICT anyway, but I'd only listen to that concept one other time. I only listened to ICT's video one other time. It just so happened that the Trading Nut podcast had a trader who was in a mentorship with him. And that's how it just made me look. And I saw two of them, back to back. So I said, man, that's great. So this on Sunday or Monday, or whatever, I think it's going to pull back a little bit and then go up, then continue going up. and you can hold this for the rest of the week. If you get in here on Sunday or Monday on this pullback, you can buy it and you'll hold it for the rest of the week.
With that, also with that order block, you just put the stop loss underneath the well, you got in sooner. So
look, this is what's going to happen. Remember I told you about the fib?
right.
So you take this fib and you want to measure the move. Now, really, you're not supposed to use the fib until you see some wick, right? So maybe, oh, is that a little wick right there? Let me move it to the side.
Yeah.
It is a little
Is that the regular settings for the fib?
Huh?
The regular setting? Yes.
You have to, you can look at Take Profits for the video.
Okay.
I'll show you, I'll show that video here in a minute.
Okay.
I try to teach people to use the fib, man, in Ruby's class, and Ruby got this.
I know. She's like, she don't use it. She does not use it.
I mean, I don't know why. I mean, so what? You know, Ruby is so young-minded, man.
Yeah.
You know, who cares if she don't use the fib? You know what I'm saying? Her traders might want to use the fib. At least they know how to do it. They pay her enough.
Right. Right.
But anyway, so this is what you're trading.
So when price goes back there, you want to get in.
So I would be cognizant, right? Like if depends on what you're doing on Sunday afternoon, you need to watch the price, right? This might not happen until midnight, right? So if this is what I would do. This is what I would tell people. Maybe if you go to bed before this trade happens, maybe you put like you calculate your 1%. You know how to do your risk management?
Yes.
What do you trade with a personal account? You trade with a prop account?
I trade with my account, personal account.
Okay, so whatever you're risking, you know, I don't know what you risk on your trades, but let's say you're risking 1%, right? If you're risking 1% of your trade, you're gonna take your account equity and multiply it by 0.01, and it'll give you a dollar amount, right? You'll take that dollar amount and you'll divide it by this stop loss of 66.6, right? And then you'll get a number, right? The stop loss of 57.4, it'll give you a number. That'll be your lot size, right? Or actually, let me start all over again. Take your equity, right? And you cut it in half.
Okay.
So you want to put half the position to cover this entire order block, and you might do a sell stop with the other half if you're not going to be awake, right? Because if this doesn't come all the way down to this order block or all the way down to put you in a position, you don't want to just miss out on all the trade because we know it's going up. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So however you want to get in the trade, then that's how I would do it. I'm going to be up, so I don't worry about it. I'm going to sell this. I'm in the trade already for a buy. So I'm going to double my lot size and sell this right now.
And then once you sell it, once you see it coming down, I'm going to be up Sunday. So yeah. Oh, baby, hold on.
Yeah, that's called hedging.
Right. Hold on, let me go put him down 1 second. 1 second. Okay. you come rock your brother? Come rock your brother. Come watch. Come on, watch something on Kiss. Don't watch anything that I know I won't want you watch. Huh? Don't watch anything I won't want you watch. Okay, I'm just looking for that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna send you. Javen. Okay.
Okay, so now I know I kind of did an injustice by just jumping on this daily chart. So at the end of every month, I'm always going to look at the monthly, right? So you should be doing this too, as a trader, right? You're always going to look at where you are in the market, right? You want to frame your market. In this case,
wash your hands.
In this case, I knew we were at the bottom of the market. I didn't necessarily frame the bottom of this trade, but if you look at the weekly, because this is the end of the week, so this is what we should be in the habit of doing, right? With Ruby, you know your candles. Are you familiar with these candles?
Right, they're rejection candles.
Right, and it's called
a pin bar. That's a pin bar.
Pin bar, a hammer,
yeah.
You know, whatever. It basically is telling you that the market is going up. All right, so this daily gives you your order block. This is what you want to see. Ruby teaches you to drop down 2 time frames, so you can drop down to the 1 hour for your entry, right? If you're getting in this for a buy. So I don't follow Ruby, or I don't subscribe to Ruby's ideology when it comes to my trade entries. But what I can tell you is when this gets back down here, like when this trade, if you're up and you see this trade approaching here, you can drop down to the 15-minute time frame. And on your 15-minute time frame, this is what you want to see. You want to see these bearish order blocks coming down. See these bearish order blocks? This works the same on this time frame. Bearish order block, it taps you in. Bearish order block, it doesn't tap you in. Then it comes down and gives you a pin bar. Then it gives you a bullish order block. Once you see this bullish order block and it goes up and it breaks the first bearish order block, that's your bingo sign.
Okay.
This is known as breaking structure. This is the first structure that it broke. This is the second structure. Once I see 2 breaks, I'm sold. You know what I'm saying? So what I expected was this to come down and tap me in. I'm pissed because it didn't. I'm missing a great trade. So, you know, you got to get in where you fit in. Now, me personally, I got in down here on this pin bar. Then it came back. It gave me the order block and I knew I was golden. I had another position set here, it just never picked me up.
Okay.
And one thing you'll notice is when you have a strong trend like this, you're not going to get very many chances to hop back in, right? If you had dropped down to the 5-minute, you could have got in right here. But I don't suggest that people who aren't used to trading this way, don't drop down to the 5-minute, right? Because if you drop down to the 5-minute and get in and it works for you one time, you'll start trying to drop down there and you're gonna get ran over. You know,
right?
Because the 5-minute has so many other things to compete with, you know, as far as retracements. So what I do with my son, I have a son in Atlanta. He trades, or, you know, I'm teaching him to trade. And I only want him to take trades on the daily and the 8-hour chart. And if you keep your trades on the daily and the 8-hour charts, and every now and then a weekly, you'll make more money than you know what to do with. So, you traded GA. So is that all you trade, GA?
No, I'm trying to figure out which pair I want to stick to. I've been doing GA, GU.
So all the G pairs have been going up since December. You notice that?
Mm,
You didn't notice?
oh, I didn't notice
Let
it.
me show you. December 22nd, GU.
December 14th. Okay.
December 21st, GA shot up. December 9th, GBP CAD. Damn, I wish I had saw this, man. You see this swing low right here?
Yes.
Taken out.
Wow.
Ain't that crazy? Whatever you,
And that's the hunt. That's the hunt.
Yeah. Now that you know to look for, look, you're like, damn,
Yeah.
500 pips every time.
Wow.
That's just crazy, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, GBP CAD, GBP NZD. Damn, I gotta start watching this thing more often. Goodness. And this one, here's December 21st. It went up. So I mean, this actually started in November, but this was just a regular up move. This December
Big head and shoulders on the 1 day. I didn't even see that.
But this move starting on the 16th, I believe. There's a reason why those moved up like that. So when you trade currencies, and I know Ruby doesn't cover this. Of course she doesn't. When you trade currencies, everything is based on interest rates, right? The higher the interest rate, the better it is for the money. And why isn't this moving? The higher the interest rate, the better it is for the currency. So what you want to see is you want to see countries raise their interest rates, right? That's important news for you as a trader because it gives you the advantage. So whenever that night I was up and the British guys announced that they're raising their interest rate, I just bought all the pairs. You know, like to hell with whatever I analyzed, I knew what time it was, right? So I bought the GBP pairs, and I bought GU, GN. I guess I didn't buy GCAD, you know, but this will tell you. See, this is December 16th. They raise the interest rate, but what you want to do as a trader, you want to compare this interest rate to a country with a weak interest rate. So automatically, whenever they said they would raise an interest rate, I bought GJ because Japan has a shitty interest rate. It's a negative interest rate, right? But this is where you make your money. And Ruby, I don't know if Ruby just doesn't know it, or you know, maybe she just doesn't share. But anytime you see these interest rates raise,
you can literally go and just pick which pair based on the rates.
Yeah, I mean, so that's all we're ever doing. You ever wonder why the JPY pairs are going up?
Because Japan's interest rates is going higher.
Yeah, it's, you know, the interest rates. You ever wonder why GJ and all these things are going down right now, even though the interest rates are higher? You ever wonder why that? It's because of the stuff that's going on with Evergrande. So see, here's the interest rates, right?
Mm-hmm.
We lowered our interest rate on this date, January 15, 2020, at the height of the pandemic. So these countries that you see raising their interest rate, you like to see this. I don't trade the Brazilian currency or Korean currency or Chile currency, but you trade the Czech, you trade you can trade the Czech currency. I think it depends on what broker you can trade. You can trade the Hungary currency. You can trade the peso, the NZD. NZD raised theirs November 24th. Right? You see that?
Mhm.
So that if you look at November, I guarantee you, November 24th, you're gonna see that their currency go up.
Mm.
Was that November 24th?
Mhm.
November 25th, it went up. Then they got bad news and the currency fell. It tried to rebound, they got more bad news and it fell. And now it's coming out of the shit. You know what? Once you figure out these currencies, like the interest rates and all that stuff, you'll be on the money. So the US is about to raise the interest rate. You know that? Do you follow that?
Oh yeah. I've heard about that. Yes.
So
Because of,
it's important to you because that day you need to buy the dollar pairs, like buy USD CAD, buy USD CHF. And
what day are they supposed to raise it?
oh, it's gonna be soon. This is how you know. If you look at the indices, when is the last time you saw the indice have a bad week?
Oh yeah.
Look at this week, man. The rich people,
Mhm.
they taking their money out.
Mhm.
When you raise interest rates, you force a correction. The market has fell. In 3 weeks, it fell 2,700 points. A correction is 10%. So this is 36. The high of the market was 36,900. So whenever this falls another 1,000 points, that'll be the correction. That'll be a correction we're looking for. So this market is going to fall. Right here to the bottom of this order block. That's crazy, isn't it?
Wow.
Ruby, does Ruby talk about this in her webinar? I don't
No, she does not.
Does she even know why it's falling like that?
No, clearly not. Because they was talking about buying. I'm like, why are y'all buying?
Oh, they don't want to buy this. They don't trust me. You don't want to be in no buy right now, buddy. You need to look for the correction. And 10% is a gauge. It might go 15%. So you just watch. You can sell it, but don't be buying it, because the reason why it's selling is because they're about to raise the interest rates. And those news events tell you, like if you look at Forex Factory, anytime the Fed speaks, you need to pay attention.
Right.
You need to have those alerts coming to your phone, because whenever they drop this thing, it's going to be on the clock. So this is 16,000. So this needs to drop 1,600, basically 1,700 points. Hey, Sean. Hey, what a correction is 15% or 10? This is already corrected. So this one has already corrected. You see, this fell 2,188 points so far. 16th, this just needs to fall 1,656 points. so this is what I want you to understand too. Once this correction finishes, like this one, remember when the coronavirus came?
Mhm.
I want you to think about something. If you had bought a 001 lot size right here, March 23rd,
Oh God.
you'd still be up.
Mhm.
You would still be up. I don't know who's your broker.
KOT Forex.
Okay, I use Osprey, so I know a 01 is $1, right? So
Mhm.
this price was $6,928. Right now, you would still be up. You'd be up what, 8,000
Good
bucks
amount of, yeah, a good amount of money.
with a 0.01.
With a 0.01.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you would have had to hold it for that long, but so what I'm telling you, what I'm telling you is wait until they raise the interest rate, right? Once you get that announcement, that day, this should sell off. But after that, you need to be looking for your buy entry.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I would do a 0.01 until you're sure that it's going up. Then you can jump in with a 0.02, and those 3 entries you never have to sell them again. By the end of the year, I mean, shit, man, you'll be sitting on something crazy.
Right.
That's on top of you swinging. And
Okay.
it's the same way with the US 30. Same way. So once this comes down, I'm thinking that they'll probably take out the lows. I mean, they might as well. Hell, we this far down. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
As a matter of fact, I did see Tanisha tell somebody that it's buying. I did see that
Yeah.
today, man. Somebody probably pissed off at that girl, man. Yeah.
Like every time she sends, like I love her, but I'm like, every time it's an indice, like if she says it's a buy, I know it's a sell.
Yeah.
If she says it's a sell, I know it's a buy.
Oh my God.
Because today I said, she said it's a buy. I said, I should go in and sell.
Yeah.
And I would have made money.
You'd have made all kinds of money. But I do this the same way. You can trade indices the same exact way with these order blocks.
Order block right there.
Yep.
I'm getting better. Okay. I've been watching order block videos for like 3 days now, and you just made it seem so just.
Yeah, it's not complicated. Now when I trade indices, I drop down to the 4-hour, right?
Mhm.
And once I get these order blocks, I don't just trade them straight up. So I'm going to mark out. This is how I would mark this out. I put me a marker at the bottom of my order block, and I would drop down to the 15-minute chart to trade it. So this is where I had this marker, because I actually traded this day. And I dropped down to the 15-minute. And this is how I trade the indices. So this is where the order block was. So as soon as we came back in here, I sold it. I sold it down to this low right here. See that?
Mhm.
So let's call it 115 pips. Okay. It came back. Once it came back down here, I sold it. I don't worry about this order block. I sold it. I'm only worried about this line is the 4-hour order block, right?
Gotcha.
So every time it broke up here, I let it. I put my sell stop down here. So whatever it does up here, I don't give a shit. I'm at a sell stop, and my sell stop this time is at this low, right? I got 3 trades out of this setup. And this one right here was called 160. So I got a 115, then 160, and I got one more that was further on down. But the point is, you don't have to be overly aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All you need, if you're trading these order blocks, all you need is that one move. 115 points is good. If you're in a 0.3,
Right.
a 0.5, whatever it is,
Right.
a 0.05 is $500 for a $100 move, 100 pip move. So these are just concepts. That's how you would trade order blocks. Now, Des in here, she has a strategy. It's kind of complicated, but like once you get in here and get set up, hit me up and I can show you, or she'll show you. But I think the way she explains it is more confusing to people than it helps them. But
I'll listen to you because you're breaking it down in layman's terms. I'm shocked that I've been literally watching order blocks actually since last weekend.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's
like, dang. And I have a whole journal of order block notes, and I'm like, I don't even need this anymore. I get it now.
You can see it as soon as you.
Yes.
Especially if you just trade the daily chart and the 8-hour chart. Do you pay for your account?
Do I? Huh?
Do you pay for your do you have a
my Forex? Yes.
No, not Forex. I'm talking about this.
What is it? TradingView. Yeah, I do.
Okay. So then you can put an 8-hour chart on your timeline. So I use the daily and the 8-hour. So if I see the hookup on the 8-hour or the daily, I'm going to mark it out. But those 2 time frames are the ones that I tried to stick to, because as a swing trader, those are the high time frame setups that'll keep you clean, as far as the market. Now, in this particular trade, my son and this girlfriend didn't get in because it didn't wick them in. I got in because I knew what time it was. Then it came down here and created another order block. And so they missed the whole move, but that's a lot of pips. So what I expect for this to pull back, hopefully it'll pull all the way back to the order block. But remember, you can pull your fib out.
And get in the golden zone.
That's right. And mark up the golden zone. So the golden zone is before that order block.
So if it gets there and you start seeing that it's going to reverse, get in for another sell, because it won't pass that order block.
You can get in right there at that. Like if it comes up here and it wicks out and it takes off on you, you can get in for a sell. Now, don't go in there with a crazy lot size, because I've been in a trade before and it went in for a sell and it sold and then it bought back up to the order block. So if you're over leveraged, you can panic. I don't ever worry about it, because if I over leverage, I'll just buy it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I'll kill my buy order once it gets to the order block, then just come down and maybe even get me a second sell position at that order block. But it all depends on you as a trader, right? Remember, this purple area, this whole area is an order block. So if it pushes up into the purple area, that's double confirmation, because this is a daily order block, but this upper area is probably a monthly order block. You understand?
Right.
Let me look at the monthly. Does that confuse you?
No.
Monthly order block, it pushed down. In December, it pushed into the order block. I expected January to push out of this order block.
Right.
We got one more week. I need to push down. See, I got my take profit one. Really, my take profit one should be right here. But Yeah, I need this to push all the way down for me because I need this to be another order block for the next month. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like we got basically a week left to trade in January.
Oh, but it'll be order block because of the break structure of the
Yeah, I
green
need to, yeah. That's what I expect, right? I expect the market to trade between these order blocks. Remember I told you they can be the same size?
Mm-hmm.
You frame your market. So I understand my trade is between here and here. It ain't got nobody to go but here. So I needed to come on down. Then you get to the weekly. Now your weekly, you got an order block right here. You see it? So this trade has to come tap into this order block. So it could be in here for a while. I expect it to push on through here to get to this order block. This weekly order block is within that whole monthly order block, right? Does that make sense to you?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, but eventually this is going to cook on down. And how about all this stuff is setting up? And all this stuff is setting up. And the US is about to raise interest rates. So you know that shit is going to push on down. On this weekly, there's an order block, right? Today is the end of the week.
Oh, wow.
There's an order block. So it's all setting up just like you want it to set up. I'm not going to put this on here and confuse you, you know, but that's exactly what you should be doing. So you should put this on. Here's another order block right here. So this is a very congested area, which
Wait. So the order block right there is the oh, it's the green. Which yeah. Because it
green broke structure to the top side. It's the trade that took this.
okay, gotcha. I guess I gotta get used to seeing it going upwards. Okay.
Yep.
So the green broke structure. Okay. So I just gotta get used to looking at it reversed.
Yeah. So the reason why it's important is because you want to know where you have clean trades. So I always tell my people, right? If you frame up your market like this on this weekly chart, where's your trade? In between this and this. Not worth, it's not even worth your time.
No.
Right? Now, you know, if you don't have anything else to trade, this might be a good setup for you. But why would you trade this crowded market or this undecided market when you can trade that GBP CAD or EUR CAD, right? And this is how you're going to start thinking about your trades when you come into the market, right? It's not just, oh, there's an order block. Because as soon as you hop in this trade, it goes up and it comes down, hit this order block and reverse on you. You be like, what happened? It's an order block right here, man. You know? It's not as simple as somebody calling out a sale. Okay, sale. Like, damn, that was a bad signal. It's because they don't even know what the hell they're looking at. They just saying sale on a 4-hour time frame. That's not, you can't just look at a 4-hour time frame and think that that you got a beat on the market. That's not how it works. So I would tell my people, don't trade this pair. Now I'm going to trade it, you know, but I'm going to tell them not to trade it. It's not worth their time, right?
Right.
There are other trades that are more clean than this. Euro, GBP. This was another case study that I dropped in the charts. And it's pretty funny because, you know, I had dropped this in there and forgot about it. Let me go back to the daily and see if it'll show up. This area that's highlighted was a new monthly bearish order block. and this was in December, right? This is monthly order block for the sell move was at the end of the month, December. So this is what I was trying to show to the team. I'm like, hey, there's a newly placed bearish monthly order block, and the GBP raised their interest rates. I'm biased for all the GBPs to rise, while the XXX GBPs, they should drop. It drops. So then I said price dropped 4 weeks in a row. The pair needs to retrace. It needs to buy back up into this area. At the time, it was 160 pips or so, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, since the retracement is over 100 pips, I'm looking to buy it up and then hop in for the sell, which will be significantly more. Once it hits here, the sell down should continue because the British pound, right? So I was telling them that buying it up to sell it is considered a hedge trade. Now, I missed this move because I forgot all about it, you know? I was trading something else. So, and I didn't see this explosion to the top side. But what happened? You see what happened?
An order block.
But it's an order block, but look what happened. Low.
Oh, it's a swing. It's a
Yeah.
low, and
Low,
yeah,
lower low,
it's a
higher low.
hunt thing.
Boom. I'm like, mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means the market is about to go back up, right?
It's gonna cascade up, but
Right.
I don't know how far up. Maybe it just go to this level, but that's a lot of pips still. If you had caught this trade from there,
Order block. But
that's 158 pips. I don't
but
know.
how would you know to get in right there? Because the order block is
Well, so this is what I'm telling you. Remember, if you're just trading based off of your daily, this is your daily routine. You're trading order blocks, right? Every now and then you're going to look on your chart and you're going to notice a swing high or swing low get violated. At that point, you're trading the rejection. You're not going to be able to see the rejection on the daily. You're going to have to drop down the time frames. You know, you can probably see it on the 4 hour or the 1 hour. Here's the way I did mine. So once I identified that there was a probability, all I did was take my my array and shoot it through it, just like that. So I can drop down to the 1 hour.
50%, because if it goes past it, it's not valid.
No, this is not a 50% thing. It's a.
Well, I thought that was like the 50% of the order block. If price pushes past. Oh, it did.
But listen,
So
all right. Let me do something. I'm not even talking about the order block at this point.
okay. Go put a blanket on your brother.
This is what I'm saying. There is a low, a lower low, and this low. Then all of a sudden we get this goes up and comes down. And I'm like, oh, there's a chance that it can blow through this swing low. So I would have just put this line right here.
Oh,
right?
okay. So if price pushed past it, it's invalidated.
Yeah, so you can go down to the 1 hour time frame or 15 minute, whatever you're watching.
Oh.
If it breaks your line, you got you a player. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now you're getting really excited. You're like, oh shit, it's close.
Right. Wow.
It's damn sure trying to fool you, huh?
Uh-huh.
Boom. So once you get that, it's on and popping.
That's the hunt. Wow.
Yeah. That's the hunt move, because this was your swing low on the daily. Now you've broken it and you're rejecting. You see the rejections? So
yes,
as a trader, you hop in this trade.
It's like a 20 pip stop. No, it's just like 30 pips.
Yeah, but there's a 15 pip right there. What you can do, I would just protect all the way down here.
Yeah.
because I would be anticipating
No pull.
a big move, you know,
Right.
and then you just play that bad boy out.
Immediately went into profit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
So you can see this is another swing low.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot of hours too. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully you're not watching your your MT4. And this is what I this is what I
It stop loss, it stop loss.
yeah, there you go. But you got to understand that when you get in the trade based off of a daily time frame, you're looking at multiple days. It's not going to be finished in a day.
Right.
You know, and especially if it's going in your favor. I mean, you want that thing to last 2 weeks, to be honest, you know, like that Euro CAD trade it's going, you want it to last, you know, 7, 8, 10 days. So that's where the trade is now. So who knows how far this will go, but the point is just recognizing what you have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I missed this trade. I didn't even see it. But I'm not mad because I saw the Euro CAD trade. And you know, I'm more cognizant of it now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, if you can get on in the morning.
Yes, what time?
It's
Oh, you said at 11.
11
So
East Coast. So what is
that's
it?
12. I mean, that's 10 my time.
10. Yeah, it's 9 my time. Yep. So you can use the same Zoom link I just sent you. We'll be on that same link.
Oh gosh, Todd, I thank you so much.
No, that's fine. And when you accept that WhatsApp, just you know, say hi or whatever. That way I can just say, hey, you know, welcome.
What's that? Let me go. I didn't. Okay.
We getting a few members to this group, you know.
Yeah.
Another girl from Ruby's thing just joined the other day.
I can't see the old messages. I wanted to go back and read those.
I mean, I'll drop the videos and whatnot in the chat. But yeah, so she was you know, like people want to know the smart money concept.
Right. It just makes more sense. You're the risk, like I don't like the risk. Like that's just
I just wish Ruby would allow other people to teach to her group, man. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
No, and like I think she's a wonderful trade. You know, she has to be doing something right. She's making money.
Yeah.
But it's like the signal, like I don't even take the VIP signals, I'll take them. But as far as Tanisha, like you should be right up under Ruby. She should be, you know, like
yeah, I don't take any of their signals.
Now the VIP signals, they've been doing me pretty all right. Every now and then
I'm just saying, I know how to eat. So, maybe
You
if
don't need to.
I don't see a signal and somebody puts something out there, I might look at it.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. Like I was in Ruby's group early on when Ruby called all the signals, they would eventually win. They would eventually turn around. I mean, you might go in the drawdown, like you can't go in no big lot size, but they would eventually turn in your favor. And we caught a lot of pips. But
Yeah, at first I remember that she was doing so many pips and then she just went bloop.
yeah, she got rich. Rich people stop, they don't have time to hang out with us.
Right.
And which is cool, but the thing about it is I would teach for free. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
Ruby charges, which is cool. At some point I will monetize my success. But I want to get a following. I need to get skin in the game. I need to get a following. And when I teach, it keeps me sharp. Like I know what I know because I spend so much time on YouTube and on the charts. Like nobody ever puts in the type of time I put in this thing. I was working for the railroad for the last 6 years. I quit. They were like, man, you can't quit. It's a pandemic, man.
Watch me. Well, he said, watch my dud.
Yeah, they was like, oh man, I made $138,000 last year.
Oh Lord.
But they tax the shit out of you, and I was working 12 hours a day. Man, once I got my FTMO account qualified, I was like, man, and then I blew that account eventually, and I had to get me another account, but I mean, I survived. Every day is not going to be not like it is now. Like now, man, I'm on autopilot now.
Right.
Now everything is easy. Like I see them, I don't even guess about the trades now. It's just like, man, I know for sure this trade is doing this. I put that thing in with confidence, and what I've been trying to get the people in the group to do is, they're not used to swing. They want instant gratification. I'm like, look, man, all y'all got jobs. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no rush. Put your trade in. Let it marinate. Pick out your trade just like this. And lately I've been dropping trade ideas in the group. But last year, all last year, I picked out every trade. And people were cool. It was the room was cool. Everybody was in the chat room, but I realized that nobody was learning. They're just taking the trade idea. I don't want to be signal service. I want to teach you how to go eat. Like my vision is to have 10, 15 people in here that all know how to look at the market and call out trades, and we can all get rich.
Make money together.
Yes.
Right.
Like you might take 2 or 3 pair. I don't have to look at every pair. You take 2 or 3 pair. I take 2 or 3 pair.
Exactly. We all eat.
Man, whatever somebody put in the chat, everybody knows gold. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it will eventually happen, but that's
you got to put in the work. I'm ready to put in the work time. I'm ready to put in the work.
Hey, I hope so. Like you already you see on the charts, you see it works, right? Like you see the results.
Right.
It's not like I'm telling you some shit and it's not there. Like it's on the charts.
You got to be God, because I have never seen, like, I literally just found out about, I know God is good. He is so good. I just found out about order blocks like last week, and I've been researching it. And then I seen your stuff. I said, hey, he looked like he's doing the order block technique. Let me message him and see, because I've never seen anyone post this. And I saw your post the other day about GU. I was like, yeah, I'm glad I still held it. And I was like, okay, I'm holding the thing. I'm holding down to the bottom then. And then I seen your post today, and I said, hey, this looks like an order block. And I know I've been watching them for 3-4 days, really since last week. And so I was like, let me just message him. And I'm like, I'm happy. I'm ready to learn. Look, when I get there, I'm gonna buy you a Lambo.
You ain't gotta buy me that. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Listen, You watch a lot of YouTube videos, right?
I do.
Hold on. Let me stop this recording so it won't be too long. I'm going to show you
Okay.
something real fast.